Taking it back. Taking it back to when it was not even Facebook, Twitter. Before the 21st century. This is the Louisiana Pit 90s. Category 1, 90s edition. Right behind this door. Whole show, it's gonna be dark. To go with it. Oh my god, even TRL's on! The greatest TRL moment. Sorry, you ain't gonna see my legs. You gonna see my arms.
Exercise. Woo! Taking it back right there to 1994. That's the late Sporty-T. Rest in peace. With Excercise. Before that, we had a 1999 joint from Jako DJ Jubilee, featuring Take Foe, Getaway Driver. And it's the Louisiana Pit with your boy Frankie the Lucky Dog, as usual, every Saturday night, 6 to 8 p.m. Now, what's with the old music? Well, I decided to do a little bit of a 90s edition. I'm calling this the Category 1 90s edition of the Louisiana Pit. All you're going to hear is 90s Louisiana rap music. As always, the lines are open. Stream it online, vmfm917.org. If you have an iPhone or Android, you can use the TuneIn radio app to listen live by typing in VMFM. We have an interview this week from Lil Ruthless of the Ruthless Juveniles. Pretty exciting. I hooked up with him. And we have a freestyle, ScrEEchin Crawfish, coming up later from Duggrey. Yes. His phone's not working right now, but I got the exclusive hookup previously. So shout out to Skull. And we just gonna rock it like this. Nothing but 90s. I got all kinds of 90s things in the station right now. Even rocking a shirt that I got and made when I was like 9 years old back in 1998. So you know how we doing it. 90s style. Nothing but 90s on the Louisiana Pit with your boy, Frankie the Lucky Dog, for Saturday, February 4th, 2012.
You know what it is? That blade knife. You never know. Look how far lottery tickets have gotten me since the 90s. Taking it back. Back to when you were a kid. 90s style. Time to play 64.
Gotta get the money gotta get the money gotta get the money
Back in the 90s, when we had a golf course in our backyard.
Flashing back to 1996 right there. Born Suspect. The name of the song's called Funksta, a little like a freestyle. Before that, my big dog Murdafeen from 1999. Gotta get the money, aka $7 signs. We got Gambino Family before that one from 1998 with You Never Know. And Jako James started the set off with NBK, Natural Born Killer Screwed from 1994. And we're keeping it going.
A moment of silence for the dead. Whoa, Trey 8. Oh, it's like pitch black. Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Monroe, Freeport, Lafayette, Opelousas, Sorrento, Garnier, Icass, Thibodeau, Alexandria, Hammond, Houma, Wingfield, Crowley, Liberia, LaPlante, Pine Prairie, Zachary, Science City, Irwinville, Maryville, Port Allen, Lake Charles, Clinton, and more. Louisiana hits every area. Taking it back. Cousin Willie and I. 98. That's what I'm talking about. Let's take a look live. What's up, Frankie? Rest in peace, Tim Smooth. Moment of silence. Here's me from November 10th, 1998. Strictly 90s.
Rest in peace, Tim Smooth. That's Tim Smooth right there from 1991. I Gots to Have It. We had Females in Charge before that from 1992. Where's My Trick? We had Trey 8 before that one, rest in peace to him too, from 1995, Soldiers and Killers. And we started the set off with Pimp Daddy, rest in peace to him too, from 1994, God Bless the Dead. Now, Tim Smooth said a bad second grader. Well, I was a pretty good one back in 95 and 96. It's just everything 90s tonight. That's what we're doing on the Louisiana Pit.
Who is this?
What up? It's Hippity! 90s! Yep, I'm from the 90s.
Uh-oh, Fila Phil. Get them pistols out. Taking it back to 96. Look at this that I did. Same year. Look how neat it is. Pretty cool, but all of a sudden, specials. Ah, holy crap. Love the support. As the sun goes to sleep, an old school jam starts up on the Louisiana Pit. Who's there? Here come the Graveyard Soldjas. 1996, the big year we were doing Nintendo 64. Playing it, that is.
From 1996, probably my favorite rap group right there. Graveyard Soldjas, 211. Love every bit of it. Glad I got it on here. Before that, we had another joint from 1996. It was Fila Phil with Home of the Killers. And we started the set off from a 1995 joint, DM Space with Advisory. And just having a lot of fun here on the Louisiana Pit. Still got that ScrEEchin Crawfish coming up from Duggrey. Definitely got to keep it locked. As well as the interview from Lil Ruthless of the Ruthless Juveniles.
Holy, where are we? So scary. It's all about a tribute here. Got going on here. Wow! Look at the hole! Wow! Sure a little foggy in here, ain't it? No wonder. It's time for Crawfish. Emerging from the Gumbo pot this week is...
So, the niggas be trying to play games with the real one. If you don't believe so, man, I'll make you feel one. Uptown, man, where I represent, man, I'm in there. I don't give a damn, man, who's scared or who there. You can play games if you won't come down the chimney, Santa Claus. Get burned out, AK, man, just like walls. If you don't believe so, man, just find me anytime. I'll show you exactly how I shine when I come through with the rhyme. Look at your YMCMB sign, Mr. Cal. So you know what they gonna do when I get out there. Yeah, right. I'ma handle my business, man, deep in the night. I scream, yeah, man, look at y'all go to dumb way all sight. Lost my dude, let's see. So it's all good with me. Steady pushing. Only thing I'm screaming is unlimited hoodlum. Straight DCF, man, till I end it. If you don't believe so, no pretending. I'm winning. I handle all this shit like Soldjas. If they come through that boy marching, I'm gonna go down often. If you don't believe so, who you with is me, anything that you ever wanted to be, but you know it's called Duggrey. Instead of K to the ULL. DUGREYY, look at your boy as well. When I come through that, man, I'll be making them looking pale. You can fuck with me, man, my lyrics, man, this is like hell. Run through me, man, with gasoline draws on his roof. Fuck around if you want to, boy, you know one thing I shoot. Anything that you play with me, man, on the block, I do. Man, you know I'm scarred, that's true.
Dom.
You got that, son?
Yeah. Mysterious PIR song that he was trying to figure out. G to the U to the M to the B to the O, Gumbo! For show.
Some gumbo. Yeah, I remember November 12th, 2010 when I went to go get some gumbo at the Mohegan Sun. But that was from 98 right there. Illusion featuring Peaches, Gumbo from the Fire on the Bayou sound, little compilation. We had ScrEEchin Crawfish before that. My big dog Skull, Duggrey. Big shout outs to him. Hope he gets out of jail soon. And we had Miss T before that from 1996. Smokin' Herb, Free Your Mind. We had Caesar from 1995 before that, One Day. And we had the set start off with Death of the Ruthless Juveniles, ironically, with Night Demon from 1993. Oh, 1993, the first year that I was in school. And now, 2011, this is the last, 2012, this is the last year I'm in school because I'm graduating. Oh, it just seems like yesterday I was in school. But keeping the Louisiana pit moving. Shout out to my boy M.A. of Japan. Wanted to hear some Young Bleed, so, I had to hook him up for the 90s edition of the Louisiana Pit. Back to 98 right here. We had our beanies and our valuable cases. Say it, Ice Mike. Just like me, who used to get picked on. Take it back. Back to when you was a kid. 90s style.
So good to be still in the hood, so that the Lord has satisfied
The Louisiana Pit presents another exclusive interview brought to you by Frankie the Lucky Dog. It's the Category 1 90s edition on the Louisiana Pit this week for February 4th, Saturday, 2012. Who is on the phone with me this week from the 90s?
It's me, Lil Rulers. What's happening with you?
Oh, Lil Ruthless of the Ruthless Juveniles. I appreciate you getting in contact with me. I'm just, showing love to the people the people in the 90s because I decided to make a whole 90s edition of the Louisiana Pit this week. You feel me?
Hey, that's what's up. What's happening with you, man?
I'm just, always grinding, and I have to say, I want you to tell everyone how you, as an artist from the 90s, discovered me.
Discovered you?
Yeah.
Since I've been doing my own thing, since I'm starting my own little label and everything, putting out my own mixtapes, I've been on that internet real hard. That's how I came across the boy, Frankie the Lucky Dog. So, check him out. He real people, got a good show and everything going on. So, that's how I found you,
I appreciate it, and the name Ruthless is kind of like, there's some Ruthlesses out there, and I'm glad it also gave attention to find me. Now, for those listening that don't know, what made you consider being a ruthless juvenile, quote-unquote, with this rap stuff? Meaning, when did you actually start rapping?
I actually started rapping, I was 12 and a half when I encountered Mobo Joe. And I used to go buy CDs and tapes a lot. We used to buy cassette tapes a lot. So, he ended up, getting ready to put out a Ruthless Juvenile, Hard as the Hustle, Volume 2, Part 2. And he was looking for another member. So that's how that came about. And then, he already had Lil Badness. And he already had that in his mind to have a little Ruthless in that group. So he just gave me that name. So I took the name, and just ran with it from there. So that's how that name came about. Mobo Joe gave me that name.
That's cool, and I'm glad you just connecting with the 90s people all the time, and you've released multiple CDs in the 90s. Do you feel that you'd have an advantage releasing something today?
Well, I can't say I have an advantage, because, there's a lot of hot artists coming out, and then in a way I can say I might have an advantage too, is because I still have a fan base, a few people out there still know me. Sometimes I get caught in the street and people still be asking me like, man, when the CD drop? And I'm like, it's been a while since I dropped something, and I notice people still remember me, by face, so that's probably about my only advantage that I have, people still know me.
Thumbs up to that, and I hope people still know me after the radio show when I think after I graduate this year with my master's, because I'm really all about the video stuff. That's like my main plus. But, you know, I do other things on the side because I'm all about the media. And I've seen that you've been working on an upcoming mixtape, just as, you know, you were talking about trying to stay alive with your buzz. So tell me about this upcoming mixtape you got.
Well, this mixtape is going to be it's entitled, It Pays to Be Ruthless. It was going to be an album back in the day, you know, when I was with Mobile Records. But now, you know, since I'm doing my own thing, I'm calling it Pays to Be Ruthless. That's what I'm dropping. It's got a lot of new stuff. There's a few old songs that never been released that I'm putting on there. You know, plus I'm also dropping the Brick Jungle Records compilation. That should be out soon, you know. I'm just trying to get all my business and everything together, because right now I don't have a team, you know, really it's just me and a few of my little people, you know, just twerking that internet trying to get it out there, you feel me?
Yup, Brick Jungle Records. That's the name of the label you created. Now, let me hear more about this label.
Well, the label, it just consists of me, you know, and that's what I'm doing. I'm rocking with that. I'm just going to be putting out mixtapes. Hopefully one day I could catch me a deal. I'm going to just be putting out a lot of mixtapes. I'm going to be on the internet. Shouts out to my partner, Slim Man, you know. He, be setting up some shows, so be looking forward to seeing Brick Jungle Records doing some shows, you know, and hopefully more interviews with my boy Frankie the Lucky Dog, if that's all good, you feel me? We coming, you know what I'm saying? It's just me right now. I'm twerking it myself, trying to do it myself right now, because it's hard for me to trust, you know, people in this business right now, because, you know, it's kind of shady, you know, and few things happen, you know, with me, with, you know, working in this business. So right now, I'm just twerking it myself. We're going to be putting out posters, flyers, giving away CDs, you know, single CDs, let y'all know what we got coming.
I can definitely agree 100% with you. All the bullish from the past, there's no way I can tolerate it now. You know, getting older, so no more shady games with Frankie the Lucky Dog as I continue to be me. Now, to go with the label, how many bricks have you seen in the jungle, or should I say trap, recently? Gotta keep it gutta for the 90s and descriptive.
Well, you know, the Brick Jungle, that's Marrero, so we got bricks all over there. The whole project's full of bricks. You know, I ain't never been in no real jungle, but I mean, if you come through Marrero, sometimes it could get like a real jungle, so, and it's full of bricks, so that's why I call it, you know, that's why people call it Brick Jungle, you know. MC Thick came up with that. Rest in peace, MC Thick, you know. So that's why I just call it. That's why they call it the Brick Jungle, you know.
Yeah, rest in peace to him. And definitely got to keep it ghetto, you know, it's the 90s, you know. We ain't on that swag stuff, and we ain't doing no dances right now. It's all...
Right over here at Brick Jungle Records, you ain't gonna have to worry about saying that. I'm a street dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be doing all of that. You know, I do my little bounce music every now and then because I'm from New Orleans, but all that other stuff, you're gonna get nothing but street from here. If you want to hear street music, just pop in the Brick Jungle CD and that's what you're gonna get.
And you just took the words out of my mouth, because we just gotta keep it street, you know. Like I said, it hasn't even hit the year 2000 yet, because we're in the 90s. Now, it's like I said, it's the Category 1 90s edition of the Louisiana Pit tonight. Nothing but 90s and being in the dark. My boy PIR out of Morganza grew up on some of y'all's music. He likes the song y'all got called Same Thing Make You Laugh from 1997. I go and play that joint right now in the Louisiana Pit. You got anything you want to say to my boy PIR for bringing that thought up?
I could say thank you, for listening to the song. That's something me and Mobo put together. It's a real song, real true song, you know what I'm saying? So shouts out to your boy over there, T, you know what I'm saying? So, that's about it. That's all I can say.
Murdafeen, woo! Oh, I don't know what's going on. I want a winner. Thanks for the thought, PIO. that from my boy PIR right there. Flashing back to 1997. That's Ruthless Juveniles. Same thing, Make You Laugh. We had the Lil Ruthless of the Ruthless Juveniles interview before that, exclusively with your boy Frankie the Lucky Dog. Then before that, from 1999, we had the Ice Gold with Criminals. A 99 joint, yeah, when I started using video cameras. Such a breakthrough year. We moved to Pennsylvania for the first time that year. And we had Ice Mike before that from 1992 with Johnny. And started the set off with Young Bleed featuring Max Minelli. Lil Poppa Got a Brand New Bag from 1998. And now we keeping the music going.
Huh? What? What's going on? I'm hearing things. Ugh. 1997. Did pretty good with the spelling. Incorrect form of there. Whoops, but I'm still smart. You like Lil Wayne?
Excuse my charisma. Vodka with a spritzer. Swagger down pats. Call my bitch Patricia.
Looks like you found the wrong place. We're all about that real Louisiana rap music. I'm pretty sick. Timberone, Kate Chills, boys. UNLV.
Rest in peace, Yala from UNLV. From 1993, on the silence. That's UNLV with Six and Barone. Showing Cash Money Records love, Man Fresh. Before that, from 1995, 2 Black with The Game. PMW was before that, from 1994. Alphabet 2, backwards Z to A. And we started the set off with Desire Slim with Seeing Visions from 1998. Now, got your weather. Let's take a look. Scranton, PA. It's a cold 32 degrees, but luckily there's no wind chill outside. For Baton Rouge, Louisiana, if only it would look like, Scranton, PA looked like Baton Rouge, but, it's okay. Baton Rouge is 63 degrees. They're feeling the same, 63. And we just gonna keep the music going. Commercial free. You know what it is on the Louisiana Pit. Category 1, 90s edition. Props to everybody showing me love and listening live.
Now picture me paranoid, stepping with my finger on the hair trigger. Somebody ring the alarm and be prepared.
Goose! Goose! Deep inside the dark woods lies another underground classic. CeeLo knows about gambling. Got her scratch off. Shout out Little Ruthless. Chuck him. Look at my big dog Duggrey over there. Got an eye on him. Free Duggrey. Oh, look at this. What's this? Again. Fake love. That's what's up. Thanks for the support.
Candy and Cream right there from 1998. That's CeeLo, Growl Nitty, and Javon off the Concentration Camp 2 album. We had the Niners before that from 1996. Goose Thang. And we started the set off with Doobie Smooth with the Breakdown from 1996. Next week, I'm going to have the 3rd annual Nussy Tribute Show, so definitely be staying tuned for that. Got 3 joints left before I bounce. Got MC Thick, rest in peace, from 1993, Portrait of a Fiend, Lowdown, Tales of the South from 1997, and LOC with Dream Sellers from 1998. So let's just keep the music rolling. I'm Frankie the Lucky Dog, always staying consistent on the Louisiana Pit.
Portrait. Oh, Pokemon card. KB Toys. 90s. Ending it with a story. You know what we did with the storytelling. And speaking of stories, made my own video game stuff off the video game stuff. I believe from 95.
constantly watching who I hang with. I'm checking.
What a better way to end this video off right now. Keeping it 90s? You know, I had to get my grub on 90s style. How about some honey bunches of oats? Been eating it since the 90s.